Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to another day here at the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. And it is right here in the Bayuemas Stadiums, right here where Malaysia is taking on Singapore. And a short while ago, I was there with the captains and the match referee, and we'll see what happened in the toss.
This is toss time here where the two teams are coming out after their first matches. Very important match again for them in the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. And we are right here in the Bayuemas Oval, and this is a very important match where, of course, Singapore are taking on Malaysia. Very important match, like I said, for both the teams. And on to my immediate left, of course, is the captain of Singapore, Shafina Mahesh. And on to her left is Mesalisa, the captain of Malaysia. And on to my extreme left is the match referee, Varsha. Good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for being here in the toss. And I think the coin is with the Malaysia skipper. She'll be flipping the coin, and of course, Shafina will be going ahead and calling. Go for it, please.
Heads.
Heads is the call. And Varsha, sir, what is that, ma'am?
Heads it is.
Heads it is. That's a confirmation from the match referee. Heads is the call. So Singapore win the toss. What would you like to do, Shafina?
Bowl first.
Why?
Morning, and we want to just get in the 20 overs and then have a chance at chasing the score.
Lovely. And yesterday's loss, yeah, I mean, I know you would have gone back and discussed a lot in the hotel rooms. What was the discussion with your coach and yourself and the team members?
I think is one thing is keeping the things simple, and of course, how we got out yesterday was all based on our own mistakes. So we're gonna learn from that, and today we're just gonna give 200% in the game because this is a do or die match for us.
Yeah, I'm sure I've spoken about the runouts as well and try and discuss out of the running between the wickets.
Again, we're gonna go everything simple again, and I think it will probably work. Hopefully today.
Lovely. One last question about the track. You want to bowl first here. What do you reckon of this one?
We'll try and keep Malaysia under 80 to 90. Anything below 120, I think that's achievable score for us.
Wonderful. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thank you, Shafina. Thanks a lot. Ms. Lisa, yeah, not toss going your way, but what was your plan? What would you have done?
If I want to toss, I want to bowl first because we know the outfit's a little bit wet, and then we want to restrict them as slow as we can, and we want to after that we can chase accordingly to the plan.
Wonderful. Yesterday's big victory, 9 wicket victory. Given a lot of confidence with that one.
Yes, yesterday I not to say not good, but we can do the, much better than yesterday. But for today, we want to come back strong and to make our day happy today.
Wonderful. Not a lot of grass in terms of the good length area and near the batters. So what do you reckon of this pitch?
Normally, we just do one ball at a time, just short of land and good land. Just only that.
Yeah.
Stump to stumps.
Correct. That's the target because back of the length, it's going to be tough on this track.
Yes, true.
Wonderful. Have a good one, skipper.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Well, that's the news here of the centre where, of course, it is Singapore who's won the toss and they will want to bowl first. We'll come with the first ball very soon.
Right, so that was a toss where Singapore won the toss and they elected to bowl first as Ella Brooke is right there up and ready, where she is almost set to go ahead and start the first ball. She bowled really well yesterday at the STC Oval grounds against their opponents. Yeah, but it was a tough one as the Indonesia went ahead and won that match against Ella Brooke. But to take strike, and then Hamiza right there in the middle with Winfred Anning at both the ends there for Malaysia. And they're coming out with a big victory against Kuwait. was a 9-wicket victory for them. And we're all set for the first ball as Umera, the umpire there at the straight end, will be starting off the proceedings. This is a wonderful and a most important match for both the sides. Like I said in the toss, where Singapore wants to put up their first winning numbers on the points table, and also very important for Malaysia because they want to keep that domination up and keep going in this ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. Right, so we're all kind of set to unveil and get going with the first ball. Just looking at the points table as well. This is the Group C match where Malaysia is placed second, of course, with a nice net run rate. Singapore needs to still do really well. They're at the bottom of Group C. First ball. Down the leg side, wide delivery. Right. Not a right start there from Ella Brooke. She's got that little issue where the first ball generally becomes a little loosener. We saw that yesterday, even in the STC Oval, as Ella Brooke did not bowl that first ball on target. And as being the premium bowler, as being the new ball bowler, you need that first ball to be right on the target. Now that's very good. That is what you wanted in the first delivery. Fuller in length. And also, speaking of that pitch, where the back of the length areas in that wicket is mostly tough length to play because there is some grass. You look at that patch out there on the frame. That's the patch where there is a lot of grass. If it's fuller, there is dry places. See, just at that good length area, the ball just nips back in. And Shafina Mahesh, the captain of Singapore, also believes very, very deeply and strongly that Ella Brooks' in-swingers always has something to go for herself and to disturb the right-handers. Fuller in length, again driven, but straight to Shafina Mahesh at mid-on. Yeah. And also, Shafina always stands at that mid-on position, always wants to keep talking to Ella Brooke, try and keep the confidence up because minus 3.56 is the net run rate for Singapore. So they'll need to win this big. And look at what Anena has done. She's standing outside the crease. Now that's a good correction. Full toss. And that's the first runs of the bat. That's played away towards square leg. Single and off the mark. With the bat here, Anena Hamiza. And like I said, Ella Brooke wants to target that patch in the center of the wicket, the good length area and the back of the length area. That is what she'll be targeting. And now, Winfred Annie will face her first delivery. Ball right, gone. What a breakthrough! Ella Brooke, first ball, dismisses. Another opener here, Winfred Annie, does not read the fuller length delivery and plays all over it. Very, very important breakthrough here for Singapore because this will give them a lot of confidence against a strong, strong Malaysian side. Winfred not opening the scorers, just going back. Well, that was not expected. And that's a big, big blow because she did really well yesterday and also today with opening alongside with Anena Hamiza. The first ball, yeah, fuller in length and she's been dismissed. And that brings in Nazatul Yahya into the center at number 3. Winifred not really going ahead and going across the line and playing it all over it. Should have just played it with a straighter bat, just pushed it down the ground or probably towards covers. Would have been much better. Nevertheless, Ella Brooke, yeah, that's the big breakthrough. And that is why, like I was mentioning, Shafina Mahesh always believes in her opening bowler to have those in-swingers going. Nicely stopped that point. End of the first over. Very good one from Ella Brooke. Malaysia, 2 for 1. to begin the second over from the other end. Very important to maintain the pressure as well, because from the Golden Hope end, it was Ella Brook who picked up that wicket. And now Rashmika Badrinarayanan. Driven straight, but straight to mid-off. And she's got that habit of bowling around the stumps, as Rashmika Badrinarayanan. Always she does like to go ahead and bowl it around the stumps, trying to cramp the batters for room. Generally, as an offie, just try and tuck the batter in, not give any room. Probably is the thought process of hers. Full toss, driven straight down the ground. That's in the gap. There is long on, but she will not get it across. First boundary here. Anaina Hamiza does it here for Malaysia. Fuller in length, wrong length to start off. Like I said, Rashmika Badri always likes to bowl around the stumps. And this time she was just erring in the length. And Shafina Mahesh had that long on down outside the 25-yard circle, the inner circle. But she just had to beat the mid-off fielder. Drives it straight down the ground. Good placement. First boundary here for Malaysia. And that comes in as a change where Rashmika is going over the wicket now. And lower in that lane, misfield at mid-off. And that'll yield them at least a couple of runs. Yeah, this is good running between the wickets. Like I said, there is long on, but right there at the mid-off region, should have stopped that one. It was a fairly straight delivery towards her. She's been swapped. She's been swapped after that little misfield. Shafina Mahesh herself goes there. Fielder's been taken off from the mid-off region. She's been put into covers. Rashmika just needs to hit that perfect length. Good drive, and the ball follows the fielder once again. Yeah, there she is. It's once again following her wherever she goes. And a good half stop on that occasion. Huge appeal, but that's off the ground. He said, no, that's been given. Right, the finger has gone up. Well. And Rashmika Badrinarayanan strikes. Anaina Hamiza wanted to play the ball across the line. Just gets beaten completely. And the umpire had no issues in raising her finger up. It's another wicket. As Singapore, winning the toss and electing to bowl, have done good, I should say. Couple of wickets. Both the openers gone. And then after scoring that boundary, just played that ball across the line, just missing the line completely. As that brings in the skipper, Maisa Eliza, in at number 4. Should have probably liked to come in a little more later, but she's in the second over already. Both openers gone. And Maisa Eliza was just mentioning to me in the toss about the wicket. Yeah, it's that green patch that she's a little worried about. And also, she wanted to bowl first if she had won the toss, because the outfield is not that quick. I have also probably checked out the outfield. Yes, there is a bit of dew. 9:38 local time here in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, slow in the outfield for sure, but it is going to dry off very soon. So that should not bother Masala too much. The captain, the skipper, has done well. And she was also saying that yesterday's victory, they would want to exert more dominance than what they did yesterday. Right, first ball to her. Nicely defends it. Another successful over here for Singapore. Malaysia, 2 overs gone, 8 for 2. So Ella Brook will continue from Golden Hope End right here in the Bayuemas Stadium. That in swinging delivery once again just nips back in beautifully from that good length area. That's her stock delivery. That's her strength, Ella Brook. And every time she does bowl a good delivery, she'll get that patting on the shoulder definitely from her skipper Shafina Mahesh. And also see what's happening is Nazatul standing outside the crease just to negate that little bit of an in swing. Full toss, top edges it, goes behind point. The ball's running away towards that third fielder region. Boundary. Not convincing enough, but they'll take it. Fuller in that height and also just that top edge. That's a no ball. That's a no ball that's been called and it's a free hit as well. Yeah. I was expecting for the call from the umpire and there it comes. Because of the height over the waist. Just had to beat the fielder at that short back out of point, and that's what she did beautifully. Now it's a free hit. Oh, good comeback. Good comeback. Lower in bounds. I'm sure Nazatul knew that it was a free hit. Did not go just with an expansive drive. She just wanted to cut it because she just wanted to beat one fielder at point. It's Anshuka Tomar, the opener for Singapore. She's there at point. Just drifting down. This is good from Ella Brook because what she's trying to do is she's trying to keep the batters guessing every time because her in swingers, in dippers, because there is no strong breeze across the ground which has been noticed as of now. It's all the movement of the pitch and that grass is making the new ball just come back into the right-hander. Yeah, see, once again, wonderful length, good drive, straight to the fielder at mid-on, but they will steal that single away. Good running between the wickets. There was Lasya Amrita Reddy at mid-off. Even though it was going straight to her, it went, I think, with a little lesser pace, maybe. That's why they were happy to take that single comfortably. And yesterday, I was talking to Shafina Mahesh in the presentation. Yeah, she said we did lack the fourth bowler. And there's a change in the field. Mid-on drops back to long on. Shafina Mahesh herself goes to long on. They've brought the fine leg up in the ring. Yeah, so that means the length needs to be fuller. This is a good field change, I should say, because Ila does not bowl those shorter lengths. Yeah, she bowls full, not timed really well. There is Shafina Mahesh at long on, doesn't carry. Just a single down to her. It's another very good over, I should say, from Ella Brook. She's kept it straight, she's kept it correct. Apart from that, of course, that no ball. And again, the first or the second delivery of her new over generally does not have that impact that you look of a premium bowler. That if that can be corrected, she becomes a dangerous bowler. Once again, nudged away towards square leg. They will try to push it for a second run. Hesitation. No is the call, and the batter's been sent back. Good call. That was close. They will settle down for one run. 3 overs gone. 16 for 2. It's been a lovely first day. We are starting the second day here. It's amazing to see so many runs being scored, almost 1,000 plus runs, 93 wickets already been registered. 4 stumpings. That's amazing to see with all those 8 matches that's gone underway in the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026 as Rashmika Badrinarayanan starts Her second over. Cuts it, misfield at point. Ria Bashin, she's a good fielder. Had to stop that one. Probably with the placement and the timing that came out from Nazatul was really good. Couple of runs for her. They'll need to stitch a good partnership together now for sure, because Nazatul playing on 8, and of course the skipper just faced a couple of deliveries. There is a long on for sure. Straight to short extra. Shafina Mahesh right there. So because there is a long on, Rashmika Badrinarayanan can probably afford to bowl that fuller length. So there's no problem. What Nazatul can probably try out is, since Rashmika is now going around the stumps, she can try and sweep her, because there's only Ella Brook behind square at that short square leg region. That's it. Good length. Nicely bowled. It's no sweeping length at all. This is good stuff. Very, very improved stuff, I should say, from Singapore compared to yesterday. Again, just keeping it a little low. And there are cracks. Let me tell you that. When you see that patch on the pitch, it's not just the grass, it's also the cracks. So if Rashmika can hit one of those cracks, the ball will pause for a little second and then reaches the batter, because I was also feeling the pitch up nicely. It is a little soft on those cracks. So that crack can hold up the ball. It's not a hard crack where the ball will skid on or travel. Because the crack is a little more softer, and I'm not saying it's spongier, it's a little more softer, a lot of debris still there. So what that makes is, for this SG test ball that's been used in this tournament, the ball will try to behave differently after it pitches on that one of those cracks. If Rashmika can find one of those, be lucky. This time on that length, the sweep would have been a better option. Just wanted to go down the ground where there is long on. And behind square, there is just one fielder, Ella Brook. That's it. And there is a deep mid wicket. Still in the power play though, the fourth over. So the two fielders outside is deep mid wicket and long on. So Nazatul, there's a boundary awaiting you. Probably wanting to think on that. But for that, yeah, I'll have to pick the right length though. That's very important. That was another sweeping length, but doesn't do it. Good over again from Rashmika Badrinarayanan. 4 overs gone, 18 for 2. And every time there's a change in the bowling, of course, Soumya Pumi, she's the wicketkeeper for Singapore. She just asks the support team to take off the helmet and go back. Yeah, that's nice. As Ella Brook, once again, like yesterday, will bowl her third over on the trot. Yeah, this was another discussion that I had with Shafina Mahesh in the presentation. Come back to that. Ella's third over. Oh, that's close, is it? No, not convincing enough for the umpire. Good delivery. Yeah, she makes me bite my tongue, because every time I say Ella's first over of a new ball, new over, generally is kind of a loosener, but not this occasion. Not this occasion. You see what is Maza Elisa trying to do? Trying to go in and tap on the crack that I was talking about. Yeah, it's definitely pitched on one of those cracks that's nipped back in strongly. Wasn't a good follow-up delivery. No ball called from the square leg. They will come back for the second run. Yeah, the skipper, Maza Elisa, will get a no ball, and now it'll be a free hit. It's the second time that Ella Brook is doing this. First ball was a very, very good delivery. Pitching right on that good length area, right on the patch that you see on the wicket where there is that grass. You see on your device screens that the patch that is available is the indication of where the grass is, and a little more of crack as well. So the first ball pitched somewhere there, but not the second one. Free hit now for Malaysia. Goes down the wicket, inside edge. There is nobody at fine leg. There's a chase that's on from Ria Bashin. And they will come back for the second run comfortably. Should have not bowled that no ball, isn't it? Ella Brooke, she did that in the previous over. So yeah, talking about what I spoke to Shafina Mahesh in yesterday's match at the STC Oval against the loss that they suffered against Indonesia, was why was that third over on the trot given to Ella Brooke? What was the thought process? Because Shafina Mahesh herself is a very good over, very good bowler. She did bowl that maiden wicket over. First over was very, very good from her, Shafina Mahesh. So she said, I will still keep believing in Ella Brooks' third consecutive over. For those in-swingers she bowls. Back foot, cut away, through point. It's running away and will be pulled back in. Couple of more runs here for Malaysia, the skipper. Good chase from Roshni Ramesh though. Nicely rocks onto that back foot and just punches it down the ground. And for Malaysia, as of now, the top scorer is Dhanushree Mohanan. She's there in the top run getters list, where she scored 28 runs against Kuwait. She'll come in the middle order. Dhanushree. Slower in pace. There is Shafina Mahesh at long on. Does well. Does really well to save that boundary. Couple of runs, yes, for the skipper of Malaysia. But the skipper of Singapore, guarding that area really well. And good thinking as well from Ella Brooks. She cut the pace down nicely. And see what the vice captain also is doing when Shafina Mahesh is behind outside the 25-yard ring. It is Vinu Kumar, the vice captain, who goes up to Ella Brooke and gives that confidence of what to be done in the next couple of deliveries. Fuller inland, straight to Vinu Kumar. Small little fumble, but that half stop will not allow the batters to take that single. Good stop. Yeah, Vinu Kumar, very experienced vice skipper of Singapore, does well. Last ball of what I feel probably is the last over of Ella's first spell. Nicely bowled. Again a misfield from Davina Sharma. Yeah, she struggled here in the morning at Bayuemas Stadium. Not been able to grab the ball well. At end of the fifth over, 28 for 2. Shafina Mahesh, the skipper of Singapore, comes into the attack from the Negara end, the last over of the power play. Remember, yesterday she bowled after the power play. Today, she's come in the sixth over because Rashmika Badrinarayanan bowled 3 and Ella Brooke bowled 3 in the STC Oval grounds against Indonesia. It was a big victory for Indonesia for sure. They came out there and got those runs very quickly. Now Shafina's first ball right here in Bayuemas in this tournament. Drifting down the leg side, but there is protection at deep mid wicket. There is Roshni Ramesh. Not a right line to start for the skipper. They are very confident in terms of how she marshals her resources. Is Shafina Mahesh also did play a very good hand with the bat yesterday. She started off in some attacking fashion but unfortunately was run out when she was running with her vice captain Vinu Kumar. And then even Vinu Kumar got run out yesterday. Some amazing fielding display from Indonesia, especially Desi, the fielder of Indonesia. In the air and gone! Taken! That is Safina Mahesh! She strikes and strikes big! Najatul has to walk back. What a over to begin with for the skipper of Singapore. This is exactly what I was mentioning about her when I saw her yesterday in the STC Oval. She's a very good bowler coming into the attack in the power play. Yeah, the ball just holding a little bit, was pushing through the shot. Nazatul, and a very good return catch of her own bowling, Shafina Mahesh. And Nazatul has to walk back for 8 of 14 deliveries. Malaysia lose their third wicket, 29 for 3 now. That brings in the vice skipper of Malaysia into the middle. Mahira Zati Ismail walks in at number 5 to join her captain. Partnership broken with the golden arm girl, of course, is Shafina Mahesh, the captain of Singapore. She did it yesterday in her first over against Indonesia, and she's done it again here in the Bayuemas Stadium against a very strong Malaysian side. What's going to be the follow-up delivery? The first ball here for the vice captain of Malaysia. Good start. Good start. She wishes her a good morning. And especially if you remember that wicket that actually fell. The ball really held up its line. Sure, it hit one of those small cracks, loose cracks there. And it did not come in as Nazatul would have liked her onto the bat. She was searching for the ball, pushing for the ball. And she just had to go back by awarding an easy return catch to Shafina Mahesh. And that is exactly why it is so important. And that's exactly why even I was asking about the wicket to the skippers as well. Because it's a kind of a wicket where you need to get your eye in. If not, it's gonna be a little tough. Shorter in length, pulled away, and that will find the boundary. Ella Brook misfields. First boundary here for the vice captain Mahira. Wrong line this time from Shafina Mahesh, drifting down on the leg side, and also the length was short. And she had to only beat Ella Brook at that shot back out of square. Wonderfully done. This is what they need, even though they've lost 3 wickets. The last ball of the power play. Can she go over mid on or mid off? They're both up in the ring. Can she go for that loft to drive if there is that length to do it? That's some vacant area that she can target is Mahira. Wide ball. She'll have to re-bowl that one. After that boundary, trying to overcompensate. Such a good equalizer, isn't it, this cricket? That's why you always become a fan of this sport. Because just in that over, just before the vice skipper walked in, Mahira, there was that wonderful delivery to dismiss Nazatul. And then there was that drifting down delivery down the leg side, and to overcompensate that, Shafina bowls a wide delivery, and now the extra ball. Nice finish. Good finish. And what a power play here for both the sides. Both have got wonderful pieces of cake for themselves. Singapore and Malaysia. 6 overs gone. Malaysia 34 for 3. A bit of a change of ends here for Rashmika Badrinarayanan. She was bowling from the Negara end, and now she's been asked to come in from the Golden Hope end. Good move, I should say, from Safina Mahesh, because this is post power play session. They can afford to have fielders outside the ring. There is deep mid wicket, long on, and deep covers. Small nudge, and they will steal the single away against Roshni Ramesh. And of course, there was Anshuka Tomar. Anshuka Tomar and Shafina Mahesh, of course, will be coming out to open the innings. And Shafina very clearly mentioned to us in the toss that she wants to keep it under 85-90. Anything around that mark or even a 100-run mark probably is chaseable, is what she said at the toss. And you see now, see what she's trying to do. She's having an extra fielder up in the ring. She's brought Dhanvi Sharma from the deep covers up in the ring. So trying to stop the single. That's good. Brilliant move. Exactly. Goes to the fielder. Misfields. Ah! Davina Sharma was precisely brought in the ring to stop the single. The ball exactly went there as per Shafina Mahesh's plan and Rashmika Badrinarayan's plan. This still shuffling her around is Davina Sharma's a little bit of a fumble in the field is not helping Singapore. And Devika Galia now replaces her in that deep covers region. So you see what's happening for Mahira. They're having, in fact, for MALAYSIA, a nice sweep again. The ball chases Davina Sharma, another fumble, and they'll take another single against her. Well. This is cricket. Every time our coaches, of course, keep saying, unless and until you respect the ball will keep chasing you. Respect the ball means, field it and say, hey, listen, I can keep you under my control is what we need to tell to the ball. And that's exactly what Davina Sharma has not done this morning. Wanted to cut that one. No time there for Mahira. So for Mahira, as a new batter that she's come in, this is good thinking. They're bringing the field up. So they've only got like two fielders outside the ring, deep mid wicket and long on. That's all. So trying to keep the pressure up. Very good thinking. And for the captain of Malaysia, they keep the field out. And now that's in the gap. Shafina Mahesh, she will cut it down. Couple of runs, yes. Now, you see what Mahira is trying to do, trying to break the shackles, trying to rotate strike. She knew that the field was up and she just wants to break the thought process of Safina Mahesh and the Singapore bowlers. Rashmika Badrinarayan for the last ball of the 7th over wants to go over the wicket. And she's trying to eye that mid-wicket boundary maybe. Outside edge and will fly over point. Ella Brook with the chase at back of the point. Will be a couple of more runs. Yeah, see, keeping the field up is actually pressurizing Mahira. That's a good tactic here from Singapore. 7 overs gone, 41 for 3 Malaysia. Shafina Mahesh will continue from the Negara end. Nicely driven straight to the fielder at short extra. Rashmika Badrinarayan, and she's also bowled 3 overs. She's done well. Malaysia, of course, top of the points table in Group C. There's no problem there for them. Down the leg side, wide ball. We'll have to try and just maintain that length nicely. The ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026 is a Group C match. Indonesia, of course, top of the table. Malaysia in the second position, win against Kuwait by 9 wickets. But Singapore, because of that massive loss against Indonesia, they're in the bottom of the table. And they will have to do really well to win this one. Good drive, straight on the ground. There is long on. Very good looking shot for just a single. Nicely driven down the ground. Appeal was loud enough, but not convincing to the umpire. Probably was going down the leg side, maybe. That's the only way. That something would have gone in favor of the batter. That's probably what it is. Yeah, just probably going down the leg side, nothing else. Sun is starting to shine here at the Bayuemas Stadium. Oh, right. That one also held its line. It did not go through as Mahira would have wanted to. Same thing that happened with Nazatul as well, isn't it? Just holding up in the pitch. So they'll have to watch out before they go through with the shot. They'll have to be really wary of that one. Shafina wants the long on to go back. Probably because of the fuller length that she's bowling. Drop the mid on to long on. Trying to punch off the back foot. Nothing there. It's a slow delivery that's been bowled. Yeah, see what Mazaliza is also trying to tell to her vice captain Mahira. She says, okay, stay on, it's fine. It is Shafina Mahesh, who is a very good bowler, and they've put the mid wicket behind. So she's saying, okay, take a single. Last ball of the over, take a single, Mahira, that's fine. That's exactly what they try to do. Direct hit! Oh, would have been close. Would have been really close. Rashmika Badrinarayan at short covers. Doesn't hit the stumps. And Mahira gets a very dangerous single. 8 overs gone, 44 for 3. So there's a change once again from the Golden Hope end as Lasya comes into the attack. Nicely pushes through. Will get that single is Mahira. And like I said, it's the Group C matches at the Bayuemas Stadium that's getting underway. Malaysia winning against Kuwait, and yesterday Singapore losing against Indonesia. Very important for Singapore to go up on that points table in the Group C standings. And Lazia Amruta Reddy also did bowl well yesterday. She's got backward of point fielder Davina Sharma. kind of struggled today in the morning up in the ring. Pushed off the back foot. There is long off. Should be only one. A good collection from Vinu Kumar, the vice skipper of Singapore. She's done well. She's been a good deputy there to Shafina Mahesh. Lasya Amrita ready. Taller bowler. And will bang the wicket hard. There is deep mid wicket. Nicely played away on the onside from Mahira. Now Malaysia. What is the plan? It's very clear here from Malaysia that Mahira will probably want to go for the shots and for the score making. And Malaysia will probably play the sheet anchor role. That should exactly be the plan. That should what they should try and do. Oh, that's a big no ball. Down the leg side even, and they would want to probably steal a bye. Nothing there. And probably the ball just missing out of the hands. That's something that I would probably guess what happened to Lasya with that one. It's a free hit. Yeah. Lasya generally a very good bowler, but just missing out on the delivery stride. Now there is a free hit for the skipper of Malaysia. Very important. Picks it nicely. That's in the gap towards the mid wicket. Boundary for her. Wonderful placement. Well. That is why she is the amazing captain here for Malaysia. There you see, covers the line of the ball brilliantly well. And even though that there was a mid wicket behind, she placed it wide of her towards the right. And that's 50 up on the board for Malaysia with that boundary. Good timing, good placement. Leading edge, straight to the fielder. Last ball of the ninth, 52 for 3. Lasya going in for 8 runs in her first over. Down the leg side will be a wide ball. She'll have to re-bowl this one again. Not a right way to begin the first over nicely. And Dhanushri Mohanan still need to come out and bat. Remember, she is currently the top scorer for Malaysia in this tournament as of now. Oh, that was edged and that was dropped behind the stumps. Well. Soumya Pyumi Ratnakar letting go the skipper of Malaysia. It was a thick outside edge and it's a drop catch. 9 overs gone, 54 for 3. Malaysia will be feeling really lucky that happened in the last ball of Lasya's over. It was pitching in that good length area. It was bowled full. It was a genuine outside edge. And Soumya just couldn't get her gloves around the ball. And what a costly miss. What a costly miss that this will be. Malaysia dropped on 19. And now, from the Negara end, the player who had been struggling all morning in the field is Dhavina Sharma. She'll have to make amends. She'll really have to make amends of the misfields that she's committed on the ground with the bowling attack. Now that would have been a good breakthrough for Singapore if they could have actually managed to get the wicket of Malaysia. Not to be. Slower in pace. Put it away towards long on for a single is Mahira. Just imagine if the wicket of the captain would have gone in, Singapore would have been on top in the first half of the 20 overs. I think they'll have to now do everything right from the scratch, because after a drop catch, now what will happen is Malaysia will play a little more cautiously. She will try and put a prize, extra prize on her wicket for sure. That is lower in pace and bounce as well from Davina. I think she's there in the side as a good bowler. She started well. If she can improve her fielding, well, that is an extra bonus for her and Singapore in the field. A good ball. Just before the cut shot was attempted, the length was there for Mahira to have the shot, and also the field. There is only Ria Bashin at short backward of point. The cut shot was on. Good all-round cricket. Fuller in length. Yeah. Now I reckon why the think tank always wants her to field in the 11, because she's a very good bowler, and this is good as Maz Eliza has just gone up to have a word with her vice captain. She says the ball is being bowled really slow, and let me tell you once again the cracks that I was mentioning about on this wicket. If the ball is being bowled slow, when it pitches on one of those cracks, the ball will come even slower to the batter. Pulled away and straight to the fielder at mid wicket for a single. There is Roshni Ramesh. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I think Mazaliza went up and spoke to Mahira, saying, just try and play on the back foot. Try and don't get committed on the shot, because the ball is not coming onto the bat from Davina as we like to. So that's a good discussion. Last ball before drinks. Oh, no ball. She needed a tennis racket to hit that one, I reckon. Mazaliza. They've done this time and again. It's the third time that the Singapore bowlers have just bowled a no ball over the waist, and it's another free hit. And we know Mazaliza can utilize those free hits. The field can't change. The three fielders, four fielders outside, they should be there. And with the free hit, she came into the line really well, but didn't get the timing. Didn't beat the fielder at that short fine leg. So end of 10 overs, 53, in fact 57 for 3, and it's drinks. After the drinks break, it would have been a discussion between the coaches and the captain and the vice captain of Malaysia how to go about from here on in. As there's a new bowler coming into the attack. So every time that after the drinks, I actually believe in one of the strategies that the teams can think about is try to bring the premium bowler. For me, Shafina Mahesh should have come in rather, because there'll be a break in the thinking of the batter, right? And it is Vinu Kumar, huge appeal, and the batter I think was down the wicket. Good appeal and a very good call from the umpire. The ball wouldn't have gone the distance to hit the stumps maybe. The batter was down the wicket. Yeah, it's a good ball to begin. See, after the drinks break, even for a set batter like Mahira or even Malaysia, it's not easy to regain your concentration back immediately first ball. Good drive down the ground. There is long off for a single. So I'm just trying to make a point that imagine if Shafina Mahesh could have really started the proceedings, right? Then chances of picking up a wicket becomes even more intruding, even more extra on the pads. Misfield. They've not fielded that really well today in Singapore. They've had issues. Once again, it's Devika Galia. And it was all Dhavina Sharma who was struggling before drinks. And now, after the drinks break, first over, Devika Galia just struggles to gather that one at short square. Nevertheless, Vinu Kumar also is a very, very experienced campaigner. Nudges. Good stop from Rashmika Badrinarayanan. Wonderful at short extra cover. Stops that single. Very important. Good effort. I was just trying to say that yesterday I did not see Davina Sharma bowl. That's why we were talking about Shafina Mahesh's interview in the post-match presentation with me. She was trying to say, yeah, we do have options in the fourth and the fifth bowler. Fuller in length. Good drive down the ground. Straight to Shafina Mahesh there at long on. And that's exactly what she was mentioning in the post-match presentation yesterday, saying yeah, we do have options, and that good option for me is, I think, Davina Sharma, because I saw Vinu Kumar also bowl a couple of overs yesterday. It was a shorter stint for her because Indonesia chased it down pretty well. Wanting to go down the wicket again, small misfield will yield another single. Most effective for sure in terms of how all the batters have done here for Malaysia. 11 overs gone, 62 for 3. So Davina Sharma will continue from Negara end as she needs Shafina Mahesh to be fielding at long off. Ella Brook goes towards short covers. Rashmika Badrinarayanan at square leg. There is, of course, Lasya at short fine. Sweeps, almost a slog towards long on. Single. Yeah, speak of the top performers. Yeah, we saw Tipacha Putawong from Thailand yesterday pick up a hat-trick. The first hat-trick in this tournament, ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. But with Tipacha Putawong's career, it's, I reckon, the second hat-trick for her. Good line, good line. Speak of Tipacha Putawong, she picked up a 5 for yesterday and she was awarded the match ball as well from the match referee, Mr. Edwin, at SDC Oval. It was a very good side, a very happy side for the entire strong Thailand women cricket team, who were, of course, was still the current champions of the Asian Games that happened a few weeks ago right here in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Lofted off the back foot, single again towards long on. Tipacha Patawong, left arm spinner, hat trick. That was something to really look into. Mongolian skipper, of course, was dismissed in that hat trick, and she did dismiss the top batters in the lineup. Full toss. That's not timed pretty well. Will go into that one bounce towards mid wicket to Roshni Ramesh. There was another chance to go for it. Did not take it. Tipacha Patawong just gave away 4 runs. She bowled a maiden as well. Picked up 5 wickets. What a spell. What a fabulous spell yesterday from her. Nicely driven down the ground for a single again. And I was really fortunate and happy to see her perform live. I've kind of read about her, kind of seen what she's done, but to see her bowl in the STC Oval, again, here in the Bayuemas Stadium, at least, there is some grass or there is some crack in the wicket, which is aiding and helping the bowlers. But yesterday's wicket at STC was flat. It was a heaven for the batters. And in that wicket, if she's picked up a hat-trick, yeah, all applause, all accolades to Patawong. 12 overs gone, 66 for 3. Vinu Kumar will continue from Golden Hope End, the vice captain. Slogged it away nicely down the mid-wicket region. Single only. I'll tell you what, I was discussing about the difference between the men's and the women's cricket, especially the rules. You know, after the power play, in the men's cricket, there are 5 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard ring. But in the women's cricket, it's only 4 fielders allowed. That's the big change. Hasn't timed it well, but still will be in the gap to go away towards the boundary rope. Nice shot, boundary. Once again here for the Malaysian vice captain. Goes across, times it pretty well to beat the fielder at long on. Yeah, there was Devika Galia at long on. Just had to go against the line a little. She did that in style. What also was very nice to see that she moved towards the ball. That was really good to see. Boundary after a long time here for Mahira. Straight to the fielder. Good comeback from Vinu Kumar. Rashmi Badrinarayanan, of course, has a couple of overs left. Oh, good line. Very good line. Just after being hit for that boundary, she's done well. Beats Rashmika at that short extra cover. She's done well all day. She just lets that one go through. Let's speak of the bowling options. You know, it's really important to see what has happened. Ella Brooke has bowled 3 overs, 20 runs. She's picked up a wicket. Rashmika Badrinarayanan has bowled 3 overs, 15 runs and has picked up a wicket. Shafina's got a couple of overs still left. Top edge! No fielder will get under it because Ella Brooke was inside the ring and that went behind her at that square leg region. Couple of runs to Mahira. End of the 13th, 74 for 3. Roshni Ramesh. And she's coming into the attack from the Negara end. She's the fifth bowler in the side. Vinu Kumar, Davina Sharma, everybody bowling really well. Lasya Amrita Reddy also has bowled 1 over 10 runs. She was costly. She's been taken off the attack. And now the change up is very important as Roshni Ramesh, of course, the sixth bowler in the side. So, yes, Shafina Mahesh has got options. That's exactly what you said to me in the presentation yesterday. Top edge, and there is a chance of another wicket. No, that's been dropped. That's been dropped. Unbelievable. It is Vinu Kumar, the experienced campaigner, probably. Oh, she just looks up in the heavens and says, what happened? What happened there? It's a second catch that they've put down. This time to Mahira. Malaysia, remember, was being dropped on 19. Ball! Gone! No problems whatsoever as Roshni Ramesh pitches the ball and that one turns. Mahira doesn't read it. Has to walk back. So the drop catch. Yeah, not worrying too much. Yeah, pitching and turning. Roshni Ramesh comes into the attack. First over, picks up the vice captain. Good hand from the captain, Malaysia. She'll have to walk back. 29 runs. She was being dropped on 19, remember? And just 10 more runs for the drop catch as she'll not be really happy with that one, Malaysia. But yeah, Mahira with the drop catch that she's been awarded with. 23 she was being dropped on. It's not right where a couple of chances going down. Not be happy with that one is Shafina Mahesh, the skipper of Singapore. And that brings in the top scorer for Malaysia as of now. Dhanasri. She walks in. Walks in at number 6 to join her vice captain. Of course, 24 for her in the previous match. And she starts off with a confident shot towards square leg. Misfield! And the ball reaches the boundary rope. Oh, Singapore. Only and only if they can do something in the field really well. All these extras will not go away that easy. Lasya Amrita Reddy leaves the ball between her shoes. Oh, of course, she's not happy with that one. But first ball for Dhanasri is a boundary for herself. Remember in the previous match against Kuwait, she had scored 24. Was the top scorer. But here today, Malaysia been another leading run getter for Malaysia. 29 runs, and she's equaled her skipper, Dhanasri. Stepping down the wicket, single. It is a very, very good over for sure from Roshni Ramesh. That's once again played nicely in the gap. And now Lasya Ramesh does really well. Yeah, that's the effort that you need. Couple of runs, yes. But Lasya does well as Dhanasri picks up another couple of runs. 14 gone, 83 for 4. So 4 wickets have gone down for Malaysia. Naina Hamiza, of course, scored 7 runs, but the first wicket to go was Winifred. First ball bowled by Ella Brooke. Then it was Naina Hamiza to go back with an LBW against Rashmika Badrinarayanan as Rashmika comes back in for her second spell from the Golden Hope end. Full toss, straight to Lasya. Deep covers. And of course, Rashmika's fourth over here. 3 overs, 15 runs before this for her. And the wicket. Very good LBW call there against Anaina Hamiza, who was trying to play the ball around the leg stump. And then there was a cotton bowl of Nazatul, where the skipper of Singapore got her wicket. Again, straight to Lazia. And of course, there was that good partnership that came across alongside with Mahira and Mazaliza. 46 runs partnership in 50 deliveries. That was a very, very good partnership that was being broken by Roshni Ramesh. Now Dhanushree has walked in at number 6. The stage is set for her. 85 on the board. Almost 5 overs left. Say 4.3 overs left. So yeah, there is a lot of deliveries for Dhanushree and Mahira to cross over that 120 run mark. Safina Mahesh does not want Malaysia to cross over 120. Very important. They've broken that partnership of 46 runs of 50 deliveries. That's really good for Singapore and Roshni Ramesh, even though there was a drop catch, remember. Nicely slog swept. There is Ella Brooke, deep backward square leg. So the 4 fielders outside are, of course, deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, deep covers. Those are the 4 fielders. That's the rule. The women's format. There are only 4 fielders allowed outside the ring. Now Dhanushree. She can hit the ball really hard. Nicely cut her for room, isn't it? Rashmika Badrinarayanan. She was trying to give some room for herself. As Dhanushree trying to back away, followed her up. Also bowling around the stumps works, like I keep saying about Rashmika Badrinarayanan, into her last ball of the spell. Good finish. Only a single down to long on. What a good spell. 4 overs, 19 runs and a wicket. Malaysia, 15 gone, 87 for 4. Yeah, it has to be Roshni Ramesh from the Negara end to continue, isn't it? He's picked up a wicket and now against Dhanushree. Oh, that nice leg cutters. Very nice to see. As a tall bowler, when you have so much control on the leg spinning deliveries. But Mahira, the vice captain of Malaysia, she needs to bat through for sure because she's played 33 deliveries as of now and she's done well. She needs to keep going. Down the leg side, doesn't turn as much. And the umpire also says that was just pushing your pads, Mahira. I will not give you the white ball for that one. That was the indication there from the umpire. Umaira Farah, of course, from Pakistan, the umpire standing there on the grounds. No timing, but will get the single towards long off. Yeah, speak of the bowling options, because Rashmika Badrinarayan has finished her spell. There is 2 overs for Safina Mahesh, 3 overs for Lasya Amrita Reddy. Wonder when she will come back, because she was costly the first over. She's still not been thought about by Safina Mahesh. Across the line, oh, beats the fielder. And that's in the gap as well towards mid wicket. And the ball will reach the boundary. Once again, the fielding effort in the ground has not been top notch from Singapore. And once again, it's Lasya Amrita Reddy. Earlier, it was Davina Sharma, and now it's Lasya Amrita Reddy for the second occasion. She lets the ball go through her to the boundary ropes. 2 major misfields from the tall bowler. She covers the ball really well and then doesn't put, I guess, the body behind the ball. She just tries to go attack the ball. Very soon, a quick single, nicely done in. Nicely dives in as well, Mahira, to come in. Yeah, just speaking of the fielding dynamics and the strategy, of course, basics definitely put the body behind the ball, but try and put the hand-eye coordination as well first, because we saw 2 boundaries that was being misfielded by Lasya. 1 at square leg that went through her shoes, and 2 at deep mid-wicket where she was trying to dive and stop the ball. That's in the gap at fine leg. Ella Brooke with the chase. She'll have to cut that down in a couple of runs. Yes, Mahira will come back after a small hesitation. Just want to see where Brooke was. She was deep enough. Couple of more runs here. End of the 16, 96 for 4. Mahira has probably asked for a change of gloves, as Vinu Kumar will continue from the Golden Hope, and she put the catch down, remember, of Mahira. But now she's up against Dhanashree. Both gone! What a breakthrough! Brilliant! That one kept low, and Dhanashree did not pick it. She was playing off the back foot, and the ball did all the talking. Vinu Kumar, she says, forget the catch. Let me just pick up another strong hitter of the cricket ball. Dhanashree, yeah, boom, gone. Straight, and did keep a touch low, that's all. Like I said, Dhanashree did not pick it at all. Good breakthrough, very good breakthrough here for Singapore, as Ariana Natasha walks in for Malaysia as of now, in at number 7 to join her vice captain. What a good beginning here for Vinu Kumar's 3rd over. Mahira wants the gloves. She did ask for the new pair of gloves. Yeah, it is getting sunnier. 10:45 local time. Yeah, the sun is completely out and bright and shining. This should probably ease out the wicket. This should probably ease out the batting. So, winning the toss, electing to bowl first, as of now, is a good call from Safina Mahesh and Singapore. Malaysia also have done really well. Should say that the partnership between Malaysia and Mahira, the captain, the vice captain, 46 runs of 50. They'll need one more partnership like this. Mahira is still there, 29 runs. He needs good support. All right, she's gone through. 2-2 here for Vinu Kumar. Well, the vice captain of Singapore is having a good time here in the Bayuemas Stadium. Well, without disturbing the scorers whatsoever, it's been dismissed. Arina Natasha straight through her defenses. My God, she's on a hat trick now. Is Vinu Kumar? We've seen one hat trick yesterday. Putawong of Indonesia getting in, and Aina Najwa Abdul Rahman walks in at a very, very crucial time in at number 9. Not easy. Not easy at all to face this one. Yeah, we've seen a hat trick already. Putawong of Thailand picking up that hat trick, and now it's a hat trick ball here for Singapore's Vinu Kumar, the vice captain. 2 and 2 she's got, and all 2 clean bowled the batters. Not the right delivery, I should say, to go ahead and bowl the hat trick one. Fuller in length, half volley outside the off stump, plays it nicely, and gets away with the hat trick ball. Like I said, it's not easy at all in that number 8 on this occasion. Aina Najwa Abdul Rahman into the 17th over of the innings, as well as Mahira steps down the wicket, plays it away towards that mid-wicket region. Gets a couple of runs. Dhanusri's efforts would have really helped Malaysia, but not to be. And just remembering the efforts of Putawong yesterday of Thailand, hat-trick and a fifer yesterday against Mongolia. Played away towards long on. Single. Oh, Mahira thought about a second run, but has been sent back by Aina Najwa. Good call. Very good call. Would have been curtains if anybody would have decided against that one run and go for the second. Good call from Aina. Shafina has been very good today in the field as a captain. She's brought the field up for the new batters. She's asked them to take risks, asked them to have that risky shot to rotate strike. And once again, she brings that deep cover fielder inside Lasia into short covers. 100 up here for Malaysia with that one. 17 gone, 100 for 6. Right, so Safina Mahesh, the captain of Singapore, will come back for her second spell from the Negara end into her third over. Good drive. That's gone through the point region. 2 fielders chasing that one, of course. One of them is Davina Sharma. Now she does well. All morning she was just kind of struggling, but now with the chase, does well. See, that's the confidence that you get after bowling a couple of good overs, isn't it? Davina Sharma, because she got that confidence, she chased the ball well. Mahira now on 32. That one came back in nicely. Single down towards long on. Remember, Bechon Wangmo of Bhutan is the top individual run getter as of now with the 39 runs that she's got. Highest individual scores, of course, nicely done. Lower full toss from Safina Mahesh. Highest score, of course, is currently 39. So I'm sure Mahira will not be thinking of that one as of now. She wants to put up a good number on the board for Malaysia. She's standing outside the crease for Shafina Mahesh. Drives it straight to long off. In fact, mid off. There will not be a single taken. Dechan Wangmo scored like 6 boundaries in that innings of the 39 runs. Another single, quick single. Yeah, that's good. And Mahira in this innings as of now has done really well. She's scored a couple of boundaries as well, 2 boundaries for her, 40 ball 35. She's needed to anchor the innings sometimes. Now last ball, what will she do? The field is out. Safina will be probably happy to give away a single maybe. Yeah, that's what it's going to be towards long on. End of another good over from Safina. 18 gone, 105 for 6. So speaking of the bowling options, 2 more overs to go. I'm sure Shafina will bowl the 20th. And to bowl the 19th, it is going to be Vinu Kumar, the vice captain. It's her last over. 3 overs, 2 wickets, and 17 runs. All the wickets that she has got is by clean bowling the batsman out. Dhanushri, of course, the big wicket, and Noor Arena, the next ball immediately. First ball dismissal. There's been 2 first ball dismissals for Malaysia. Winifred and Noor Ariana. Right, for the 19th over, Vinu Kumar wants the deep fielder to come into the circle at covers. And it goes straight to Rashmika Badrinarayanan at short extra. So all the 4 fielders who are outside is deep mid wicket, and they've got a wideish deep mid wicket, almost a cow's corner, and long on, long off. Vinu Kumar can probably have the cushion to drift down the leg side, but she's bowling outside off. Mahira knows this, but she's not able to drive it and find the gap. She's finding the fielders. Just needs to probably step down the wicket and play it inside out, because there's nobody at deep extra, there's nobody at deep covers. Probably give some room as Vinu Kumar bowls seam up delivery. And now just clobbers her for room a little more. Just a couple of runs once again. They'll be happy if they don't concede any boundaries. So 120 is chaseable, is what Shafina Mahesh said. And it is. I do probably believe in that also, because of the sun that has come out now. Bright and shine, and the outfield is completely dry. I think the cracks would have settled down. Outside edge. Once again, Davina Sharma. She needs to really spend a lot of time with the fielding coach for sure. I'm sure she will do well. I'm sure she will learn the art of the game. Her confidence in bowling did yield a good chase and pull the ball back before the ball reached the boundary ropes. Yeah, see, that is something that they will keep looking at. And there's another fielder coming inside the ring as well at that wideish mid wicket, and will exactly go to her is Safina Mahesh herself. Wants to stop that single for a new batter. She was not able to do that as Aina puts Mahira back on strike. And for Mahira, the field drops back. Safina Mahesh goes back to that cow's corner region. In fact, that wideish mid-wicket region. Deep square leg, mid-wicket, long on, long off. Those are the fielders. Outside the off stump, she lets it go for a dot ball. Nothing there from the umpire. 19 gone, 109 for 6. Shafina Mahesh will come in to finish the innings for the 20th over. The skipper of the Singapore side, she won the toss, elected to bowl first. She's done really well with the ball and she will immediately come in to bat. Remember, she's the opener for Singapore as well. 3 overs, 14 runs and a wicket. So last over. Good start. And they will go through for a bye. Is it the appeal for the run out? Nothing from the umpire. It's a bye. And once again, Soumya Pumi Ratnakar does not collect that one well. Yeah. Soumya Pumi, the keeper, she's dropped the catch also of Mahira on 23. In fact, she dropped MALAYSIA on 19 with the thick outside edge. MALAYSIA, the captain of Malaysia. They will not complain much, Singapore, because it's the last over. That's in the gap. And that will probably not reach the boundary ropes. Ella Brooke pulls that one back in, but they will come back for the third run. Good running between the wickets. And now see what that bye did. It put Mahira back on strike and it gave her 3 runs for the taking. And now currently she becomes the top scorer of Malaysia. Mahira, 42 runs for her. Yeah, for the current match that's happening is for Malaysia in this tournament. 42 runs for this match. And once again, towards long off. Single only. Overall, look at that overall leaderboard as well. None of the Malaysian batters have probably gone to 40. So this is a very, very good contribution from Mahira as of now. As a vice captain, she's been there. She's seen through all the wickets that's fallen around her. And she's there to face the last 3 deliveries as well. This is very, very good innings from Mahira. She needs to get that one boundary going from there. Again, a lofted drive. She wants to come back for the second run. Yeah, comfortably taken in because it was placed wide of the long off fielder. Couple of more runs for the taking. And a couple of more deliveries left as well. So she can go square leg, fine leg, deep square leg, but Shafina Mahesh is not going to give that line at all. Top edge goes behind the keeper. Lasya with the chase at that third fielder. Will garner a couple of more runs for Mahira. What an innings. What an innings. Yes, she's looking a little tired. For the last ball, she'll have to get all the energies, all the gas that's left in the tank to go ahead and get a boundary. Fabulous innings as of now. 46. And she is still trying to regain all the energy. A couple of more runs. But last ball, the team of Malaysia will say, come on, Mahira, we need a boundary. Get to that 50. We've not seen a half century yet in this tournament. Of course, it's begun yesterday. But not yet a half century from any batter. Can this be one in the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026? And imagine what a 50 that'll be if she gets there, the vice captain of Malaysia. Last ball, there is chance. If she can find the boundary, it'll be really good. But will Shafina Mahesh allow that one? Last ball. Slogs that one away towards mid-wicket. And an overthrow probably will lead another extra run. Can they go for the third run? No. Mahira will settle down for 2. What an innings. 48 runs of 50 deliveries. Phenomenal contribution here from the vice skipper of Malaysia. She was there in that 46-run partnership as well with her captain. And now she's done very, very good for herself and the team. No matter if she does not reach the half century, but 48 runs. No batter in this tournament as of now has reached the highest individual score of 48. This probably becomes the highest individual score as of now. 120 exactly on the board. That's what Eliza told to us in the toss. That 120 on the board, that'll be a good total. And for Singapore's credits, they've got 6 wickets. Ella Brooke did really well, and also alongside with their skipper Safina Mahesh, they've done really well. And if you look at the batting card, that will not be very disappointing for Malaysia. It's a very, very good card to look at that one because you see the partnership, captain and the vice captain. 29 runs for Eliza and 48 for the vice captain. That's the standout performance. Tanushree expected much from her, not to be today, because if she had done something, then it would have been something else. But the bowling effort from Singapore, yeah, very, very good compared to yesterday, what they did against Indonesia. You see everybody picking wickets, couple of wickets for Vinu Kumar, and also Safina Mahesh doing well, and Rashmika Badrinaran with the best economy for her in this match. 19 runs only of four overs. Ella Brooke got that 1 wicket as always. So yeah, that is what it is, as Singapore will have to come back and chase 121. It is what they will need to win the first match of this tournament for themselves. Will they be able to do that? We'll find out soon after a very quick break. Stay tuned. And Noor Dani. Oh, there's a mix-up and run out. Shafina Mahesh did not respond to the call, and Anshika Tomar has been out, run out. Well, well, well. It should have been a quick turnaround for Shafina Mahesh to reject the single very quickly. It was a late call. And Anshika Tomar was found at the center of the wicket. And there you see, she ran in believing that her skipper will respond for the call, but not to be. They did lose a couple of wickets yesterday, Singapore, against Indonesia by 2 run-outs. One, of course, was Safina Mahesh herself and Vinu Kumar. And now, at number 3, it is the vice captain who's joined her in the middle, is Vinu Kumar. Noor Dania. Well, she started off the proceedings for Malaysia with the ball. First delivery for Vinu was nicely bowled in a good target. The run out. Unbelievable. We spoke about the running between the wickets as well in the toss with Shafina Mahesh. She said, yes, we've spoken about that one in the team meeting. But not a good start. Not a right start for Singapore. First wicket going down with a bit of a confusion in the center of the wicket. Trying to punch off the back foot. Nothing there. Doesn't take it off. Very good run out that was inflicted by Aina Najwa in the first over. 1 over gone. They're still on 0 in Singapore. Asia Eliza will come into the attack from the Negara end. First over, the fielding from Aina Najwa was spot on to inflict that run out. Oh, that one just stopped on her for a bit, Shafina Mahesh, but she will get that first run. And the ball is being pulled back in at long off the mark is Shafina Mahesh with that one. She just played the shot a little more early. Remember when she was bowling, she had a return catch for herself where she dismissed, I think, Nazatul. Yeah, Nazatul was the wicket that Shafina got for herself. That one was so similar like this. Now it's a good drive down the ground. Nobody stopping that one. First boundary here for the Singapore skipper. Fuller in length, and she goes down the wicket. Beats mid on and mid off comfortably. Good placement as well in the power play, and this is what she did yesterday as well against Indonesia. She starts off in a very positive note with some boundary hittings, and now that has brought about a field change. They've put the mid on back to long on, and they've brought the fine leg up in the ring. A good field change prompted. Slower through the air this time. Yeah, when Shafina was bowling, Nazatul was caught and bowled by her. That one stopped on the wicket. And Nazatul was through with the shot. First ball that Shafina faced was almost similar. Luckily, that did not carry to the bowler. Easy hands. Straight to third fielder for a single. Aina Najwa, of course, the wicketkeeper involved in that run out. Now Vinu Kumar. Remember the captain, the vice captain, both for Malaysia. They've put up a very, very good partnership for their side. 46 runs partnership out of 50 deliveries, where Mazalaisa's contribution was 18 and Mahira's contribution was 23. So almost pretty equal in terms of the runs that were contributed. That is exactly what this pair needs to do. The vice captain and the captain of Singapore, both in the middle as of now. 121 to get. It's not an easy target if they don't get a good start. That one stayed low. That one definitely stayed low for Vinu Kumar. Good ball to end the second over. As the Isles are going in for that 7 runs. One boundary of this over. 2 overs gone. 7 for 1. Noor Dania, of course, will continue from the Golden Hope end. And for Shafina Mahesh, they've got a mid wicket and long on outside the inner ring. Low full toss. That's not timed pretty well. That will go to mid wicket on the bounce for a single. She would have probably played the shot a little more late. Just try to get the placement right, try to put the ball towards square leg than mid wicket. The moment I think she saw the ball looming up in the air, just went through with the shot very quickly. Nicely cut away, straight to Dhanasri. Shot backward of point. And like I was mentioning, Shafina Mahesh's shot selection in the previous ball, little late, just say a half a second late, the ball would have gone to square leg where the empty spaces are plenty. Oh, that's a good ball. Appealing for the stumps, nothing there from the square leg umpire. Good collection once again from Aina. As Umaira Farha says, no, not out. The umpire from Pakistan. Wanting to play that one across towards the square leg region, doesn't time it well. You see, the importance of the power play is where Vinu should understand, because Shafina Mahesh is a good striker of the ball. Try and keep rotating strike is what her planning should be as of now. So that's a good drive. That's through towards deep extra cover and will be a boundary for Vinu Kumar. Even though the chase was very good from Isa, it will not be cut down in. Isa Eliza just going in for the big-hearted chase, but could not pull the ball back in. First boundary for Vinu Kumar. Good timing, good placement. Last ball of the third over. There is no field change as of now. They're okay with that one. This was a good shot. Huge appeal, but I think that's off the bat. That's why the umpire just walked away. Oh no, it's a leg by. That's been signaled. Probably, yeah, going down the leg maybe. Yeah, it's a leg by, but end of the third over. 13 for 1. Start the third over. Good delivery from the Negara end. Good length and just beating Shafina Mahesh outside the off stamp. Shafina and Vinu Kumar, both of them just needs to understand how important to see off this phase is. Aisha Eliza into her second over. Punched off the back foot, but straight to point. And again, that lack of bounce is something that Vinu needs to watch out, because every time that she's trying to play the ball through the line, it's kind of coming a little more slower to her. Good 3 deliveries for sure. Straight to point again. Remember, it is 108 runs from here on in that they need to get in the remaining 16.2 overs, almost. Yeah. And now, as Eliza, the captain of Malaysia, has put a fielder in the deep covers area, trying to say, okay, take that single from there. And that's exactly what Vinu tries to do. Will be in a bit of a bother if that was a direct hit, but no. The underarm throw that came in did not affect the stumps out there. Was close, was very, very close. And it is the captain herself, is Mas Eliza. She's standing there at short covers. It's that underarm throw. She only had one stump to aim at. Remember, from that point or short covers region, you can only see one stump. So she had to aim it, missed out. Good finish. Good finish to the fourth over. 14 for 1 is Singapore. Aina Hamiza Hashim, I think, will be coming into the attack from the Golden Hope end. Yeah, change up in the bowling. Aina Hamiza. Slow delivery. First up to start off. Rolling of the arms, and Vinu Kumar picks it up nicely for a single. Good running, very good running between the wickets as well this time, because that run out of Anshuka Tomar will be still at the back of the mind for Shafina Mahesh for however long this innings will be for her, because it was an unnecessary run out that they conceded in Singapore. Comes back in strongly. Nicely played away. Just one boundary for both these batters as of now. So that shows how well that Malaysia have gone ahead and bowled in this first 4.5 overs. 4.2 overs to be precise, as only 16 runs on the board, and also the fielding has been comparatively really good. Singapore let go a lot of runs while they were fielding in the field. Good drive, good stop. As I was mentioning about the fielding effort, take a look at that one. Aisha Eliza, the fast bowler who did finish bowling the previous over, and now at covers, throws herself around nicely. Wonderful, wonderful to see that one. Bit of a width on offer, straight to point. So that's been the biggest difference as of now in the field, with Singapore and Malaysia having stronger fielders. For Malaysia, Haryana, Natasha this time at point does really well. That was hit really hard. Straight to point as they drop back the mid on to long on. And they've brought up the fine leg up in the ring. There cannot be a shorter ball. And Safina Mahesh goes lofting over the top. Will fall short of the fielder at long on. She'll get only a single. Vinu Kumar wanted a second run, but Safina was happy taking that single. But wonder why she went for that shot. Even though that there was a long on, it was not a shot that could have been recommended by anybody. She just wanted to go through with the shot. Luckily, she did not time it too well for the long on fielder to come under it. Good drive. And again, a very good stop from Aiza Eliza. End of the 5th over. Very good over from Aina. Just 4 runs of it. 5 gone, 18 for 1. Malaysia were 34 for 3 after 6 overs. But here after 5, Singapore kind of struggling 18 for 1. And from the Megara end, it is going to be Aiza Eliza to start off nicely once again. It's so nice to see, your quick, fast bowlers throwing themselves around in the covers position. A very rare sight as well, because generally don't see that often. Your opening bowler as into her 3rd over, and she did really well in the covers as well, stopping a couple of deliveries that came in hard. Good lofted shot. There is long on. Will fall short of her 1 bounce. Why is Safina Mahesh trying to play these shots, even though that there is long on, is my question. She's done that a couple of times already now. The long on is behind, and there is a 3rd fielder. Those are the 2 fielders outside the ring. Still power play in contention, and even for Vinu Kumar, there is that long on and 3rd fielder. But for Safina Mahesh, I know she's a boundary scorer. Oh, wow! What a delivery! Take that, she says, and Vinu Kumar has to walk back. Pitching right in line, and the drive from Vinu Mahesh did not cover the ball at all. Has to walk back, disappointingly, the vice captain of Singapore. That was a definite peach of a ball. Just pitching at that back of the length, good length area. Yeah, there we go. Perfectly on that good length area, I should say. Was late with the shot, Vinu Kumar. But still, the ball had everything for the taking and wickets written all over it. Singapore lose their vice captain for 7. And it is 19 for 2 now as Rashmika Badrinarayanan walks in at number 4 to join her captain. Aiza Eliza, I was praising her for her fielding efforts after bowling 2 good overs as a new ball fast bowler. The fielding efforts in the covers, she was throwing herself around, stopping the ball, and now, take a look at that one. She's added another feather in that appreciation for her. Saying, I'm going to also pick up the wicket and send Vinu Kumar back to the dugout. Now to Rashmika Badrinarayanan. Single, yes, no, call. Safina Mahesh is slow and gone, run out. Oh, well. It's the 2nd consecutive run out here for Safina Mahesh. Yesterday also at STC, she was run out. And now here in the Bayuemas Stadium, it's a big wicket for Malaysia that they've got. They've got the captain. Now, first ball, Rashmika plays it around the corner. No situation, hesitation. Good throw that came in. from that short square leg, and Shafina Mahesh has to walk back. Singapore are piling on the pressure onto themselves with some poor running between the wickets. 2 run outs. First Anshika Tomar, now Shafina Mahesh. 2 very good batters been run out. Well. Did not expect that to happen in this run chase of 121 runs that's been needed. Unbelievable. What a good throw as well that came in from Noor Dania. And Noor Dania, that short square leg corner, just picks it up nicely. And because Shafina Mahesh was struggling, Noor Dania got that run out as well comfortably. Has now prompted another batter at number 5. 121 needed, and they've got Devika Galia walking in. Last ball of the power play. Singapore have struggled in the power play. That's the summary of the power play as of now for sure. It's all been Malaysia. Just 2 boundaries that's been scored in the power play. That's all. And another very good over from Eliza. Power play gone. 19 for 3. So Rashmika Badrinarayanan and Devika Galia will have to do something really big. Oh, nice stop. Very nice stop once again of her own bowling. This is brilliant stuff. Aina Hamiza Hashim starting off that one from the Golden Hope end after the power play. Four runs before this in her first over for Aina Hamiza. This is her second over. Once again, nice line. And the areas that they have bowled Malaysia today has been top notch in this Bayuemas grounds. And of course, this is also the practice grounds for Indonesia. They also practice here, the Bayuemas Stadium. Very popular, very helpful for all the cricketers right here in the Malaysian Cricket Association grounds. Huge appeal, that's close, gone! Rashmika Badrinarayanan has to walk back without disturbing the scorers as Hamiza strikes and strikes brilliantly well. It's the 4th wicket that's going down for Singapore, and they're just going deeper and deeper into that quicksand. It was straight, it was clear, it was close enough, and the umpire had no problems whatsoever in raising her finger. Another big wicket. Rashmika Badrinarayanan would have been there to score some very valuable runs, but not to be. Aina Hamiza Hashim strikes, gets her first wicket. A couple of run outs, one LBW, one bowl. Yeah, Singapore have found all ways to get themselves out and get themselves into this very pressurous situation. As Roshni Ramesh has walked out to join Devika Galia. And they want the fine leg to go back. Yeah, that's what Aina Hamiza signaled for the fine leg to drop back. They can afford to do that. Also not a very conducive place where one of the inside edges or outside edges goes to the boundary rope. That's why they've got a third fielder, they've got a fine leg, and they've got a long on. 3 fielders outside the ring. They can afford to probably have one more because 4 fielders outside the ring is allowed outside the power play, but no, they've They want to pile the pressure on in the field as well. Another good delivery. What an over this one. And after the wicket, a couple of runs, a couple of dot deliveries, no run whatsoever in this over. Last ball of Aina Hamiza. And make that a maiden wicket over. Phenomenal. 7 overs gone, 19 for 4 and Singapore struggling. Just looking at the scoring comparisons here in what they have done. Singapore only in the second over that they've got a little more than Malaysia. Malaysia got 6 runs in the second over, and in the second over, Singapore have got 7 runs. That's all. Down the leg side was hitting the pads. They want a leg bye to be stolen. No, not to be. Appealing for that one, but it was down the leg side and hitting the pads as well. So apart from that second over, in none of the overs until now, it's almost the 8th over, have not crossed over from what Malaysia scored. It's an over by over comparison I'm trying to give you on the stats. Another dot ball. So it is 8 deliveries without a run. That is what wickets can do. That is what pressure can do. And that is what some very, very athletic and adrenaline rush fielding can do for the team. Eliza Ernie now operating from that Negara, and another dot ball. So 3rd delivery. So 9 deliveries without a run. And in the 8th over, Malaysia had scored only 3 runs. So can they at least take over in this over for Singapore? Because apart from the second over, nothing. Only 1 over for the comparison on the scoring. But Malaysia have done well against Singapore in all the other overs. Single after 9 dot deliveries. Devika Galia gets off the mark with that one. But what an over, the previous one from Aina Hamiza. My God, it was a maiden wicket over. She got rid of Rashmika Badrinarayanan. An amazing contribution with the bat. First of all, I should mention about Mahira, the vice captain. 48 runs. Nobody as of now in this tournament has got that highest individual run of 48. Good length again. Beautiful. Just beating her outside the off stump very comfortably. The highest individual score, of course, will be going ahead and updated with Mahira's name. 48 runs for her as of now. Like I said, after this match, the updation will happen officially as well. Good drive, straight down the ground. There is long on, long off. Only one is what they will get. Good stop in the deep. Wonderful work again. That is Nazatul Hidayah out there at long on. End of the over. 8 overs gone. 21 for 4. They've only used 3 bowlers as of now, as Aiza Eliza has bowled out her spell. Nicely driven. Oh, that's hit. I think Aina Hamiza on the legs. It's down. Probably that would have hurt. That would have definitely hurt. She's down and they need a support of the physio to come running in. Aina Hamiza into her third over. And the physio, yeah, she's coming out. Yeah, there, she's pointing out exactly on the ankles, or just below the ankles. The ball hit her. This is not a right sign here for Malaysia, as the bowler is walking off the ground after bowling that first ball. It's been hit on her legs under the ankles. That's the soft part. That is not right. And there's another bowler who will have to come out and continue her over. Aina Hamiza has walked out. I hope she's all okay. I hope she'll be treated pretty quickly. I'm sure the physios will take care of her. Extra care will be given to her for sure. Aina Hamiza, very good, I should say 2 overs. She's given only 5 runs and that picked up a wicket. But now the over will be completed by another bowler from Malaysia who will once again come run again. Oh, good line, very good line. I think that is Noor Kalsha who will continue Aina Hamiza's over. Good start, good first ball for a dot delivery. Once again, just pushing the batters on the back foot. Chance for another run out. No, the throw was wide. Throw was wide enough. Was not on the target. And lucky there for Devika Galia that the throw was really wide. This is good continuation over from Noor Khailsha. Coming in to bowl Aina Hamiza's continued over. Shorter in length, but straight to the fielder. And now, to really talk about what is left in store for Singapore is nothing but keeping wickets together and stitching that partnership. That's it, nothing else. Try and forget that there is 4 wickets that's gone down. Try and forget that the captain, vice captain, everybody has gone back to the dugout. Try and start from here. because it's not over until it's over, right? Because Anshika Tomar gone on 0 with a run out. Safina Mahesh, another run out again. Was not today really needed and was not on the cards. Good fielding efforts we've seen all round from Malaysia in their bowling attack. So they're making this 120 run look like now 160 almost with those 4 wickets that's gone down. That's in the gap. That's gone through towards deep point, and they will get a couple of runs. First confident looking shot from Devika Galia. A couple of more runs. 9 overs gone. 25 for 4. Ariana Natasha will come into the attack from the Negara end for the 10th over. Noor Kyle Shah continued that over really well. It's a first left arm spin that's been introduced into the attack by Mars Eliza, the captain of Malaysia. She wants, I think, the deep mid wicket fielder to move a little more squarer than finer. Yeah, wants her to be a little more on the square because Devika Galia can go probably across the turn. I won't think so that she will be enticed to do that one. Good start outside the off stump. There was width. Slapped away nicely. That's running away to the deep backward of point boundary. Will be cut off. As always, that fielding effort from Malaysia. Yeah, the ball also stopped, but it needed that small little dive to pull the ball back in. Good effort in the deep. Probably one of the wrong start. Very rare wrong start from any Malaysian bowler comparatively in this match. Giving away a lot of width outside off. Now she gets that line right. Just a single down to long off. I think Devika Galia now is just trying to feel a little more confident alongside with Roshni Ramesh. Yeah, they've just scored 5 and 4 simultaneously. Outside edge, thickish, straight to Dhanasri at short third. Will not take that single. Yeah, like I was mentioning, it is more important now. They should also understand that somewhere Aina Hamiza might not come back to bowl. So that is a small little window here for Singapore. A bowler shot for Malaysia, but of course Noor came in and filled it up really well. Did not look like there was a bowler shot, but wide ball. Yeah, outside off stump, wide delivery. So this is one period of play that they can really try and understand to get to somewhere, say, 30, 40 runs without losing a wicket. Forget that 92 that is needed from the 10.3 overs. That is a bigger ask. Shortish, down the leg side. That's clobbered away towards square leg for a boundary. A boundary after a long, long time, I should say. Wrong line again that came in. And that was punished. Down the leg side by Devika Galia. Like I said, she's just trying to grow in confidence a little more. Nicely tapped away. Roshni and Devika Galia, they'll have to just get along nicely now. And the boundary ball, I think I'm just trying to figure out where was the last boundary that was being scored. My God, it was being scored in the 3rd over. Can you believe this? Oh, Vinu Kumar scored that boundary towards the deep covers. That's the last ball of the 3rd. And once again, timed away towards deep square leg. It will not reach the boundary rope though. It will be cut down in nicely. by Aiza Eliza in the deep square leg region. But Noor Ariana, she's just given away a little more width than the others. Ariana Natasya. Roshni Ramesh, last ball of the 10th before drinks. Punched off the back foot. That's gone towards long off. They will take that single, and Roshni Ramesh will have strike for the 11th over. And the players now will walk in for drinks as it's 10 overs, 36 for 4. Right after drinks, 10 overs, 36 for 4. And Roshni Ramesh has probably got in a little more confidence now because she scored a boundary in that 10th over. And now Winifred Annie will come into the attack. Another new bowler been introduced into the attack from the Golden Hope. And see, this is something that I have noticed from the teams because during the drinks break, the batters would have lost concentration. So probably in the 11th over, bring in one of the settled bowler to try and put a little more pressure. Now see a new bowler into the attack. Of course, Winifred is a good bowler, no doubt, but it's the first ball of the new over. And see, it was kind of a loosener, just giving away that width outside the off stump. So when you have, this is exactly what Singapore also did in the first innings. Even though there was Safina Mahesh settled as a bowler, they went with Vinu Kumar for the 11th over. Now, chance of another run out, is it? No, the throw does not come in well. She covered the ball well at that short covers region, but while releasing the ball, she was completely off balance. Would have been close, would have been really close if that was somewhere closer to the stumps. Mahira, the vice captain herself, slapped away towards deep covers. But yeah, speak of Mahira, what an innings. 48 runs as of now, the highest individual score by any batter in a match. 48, nobody's gone there. And a 46 runs partnership with her captain, Maz Eliza. And the bowlers have responded really well for Malaysia. Punched off the back foot again. Another single down towards deep covers. Aisa Elisa is there. But how much of a importance is Aina Hamiza's injury that is going to cost Malaysia? Because Aina Hamiza has bowled 2 overs and, of course, 1 ball extra. 13 deliveries that she bowled and she got hit on the legs on the 13th delivery. Just gave away 5 runs, imagine. So she's a very, very economical bowler, and how much Malaysia is going to miss her contribution. We'll have to find out. If this partnership proves nicely, that's in the gap. They will come back for a couple of runs towards mid-wicket. So now make that 79 runs that's needed. Almost under 10 overs. But still possible. Still possible. Like I said, the partnership is brewing on nicely. It is 21 runs of 25. So they've not taken a lot of time. So if they can just divide that 79 to say 30, 35, 2 divisions, they can probably get there. Another single towards long off. Winifred going in for 7 runs from her first over. 11 gone, 43 for 4. And Mahira, the vice captain, comes into the attack as well. She wants to contribute with the ball from the Negara end. That's very good against Roshni Ramesh. And for Roshni, they've got a deep covers, long on, long off, behind, and a mid wicket. Good start. Punching off the back foot. Oh, Mahira just misses that one. They will go through for the single. And like I was mentioning, the small little rule change is compared to the men's cricket. It's only 4 fielders allowed outside the ring after the power play in the women's cricket format, as in when for the men's it's 5 fielders. That's a bit of a change in the field, change in the rule maybe. Devika Galia punches off the back foot, goes towards that long off for another single as well. So yeah, they're rotating strike. They're doing well. The partnership, like I said, is brewing nicely. 25 runs of 28, and if they can get closer and closer, because I'll tell you what, even if it is difficult for them to get to the needed 76 runs, it's very important for them to understand that the net run rate will probably come into play any time, because it's really important for Singapore to put up a good net run rate. Because as of now, what has happened is they're in minus 3.4 is their net run rate as well. Another small punch of the back foot. It's a Group C match, like I said. And the Group C standings, of course, Indonesia are on top with their massive victory against Singapore yesterday. Indonesia winning against Singapore minus 3.5. That's why Singapore's net run rate is so bad. Nice drive again down the ground. And what Mahira has done in this over is she's given a lot of flight to the ball. She's made sure that the batters try to take that risk on the aerial route if they want to score runs. Very good all-rounder, the vice captain of Malaysia for sure. 48 runs when she was batting, 48 not out. Now, inside edge and gone. Right. She's dragged on to the stumps as Devika. And Mahira has just once again cemented her name for the Player of the Match award. 48 with the bat and now a wicket with the ball. It did not bounce as much as she would have liked to, but should have gone near the pitch of the ball there. She was playing it away from the body and she was just plonging the bat to the ball, that's all. And that cost a wicket. And it is not a good sign once again here for Singapore to lose another set batter who was doing really well. I should say Roshni Ramesh, gone for 18, and it is 47 for 5 after 12. The wicketkeeper batter, Soumya Pumi Ratnakara, comes in at number 7. Should not be probably facing strike because it's Devika Galia at the other end. Good drive and a nice stop from Mahira once again. What a player. Good batter, very good bowler, and also an amazing fielder. Yeah, that's why she's the vice captain of Malaysia, isn't it? Winifred will continue from Golden Hope End, and now Soumya Pumi will try and face this very, very good attack from Malaysia on the field with the ball, and in the field they've been really relentless, have not let go anything. There's a deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep covers everybody in front of square. That's why Soumya was trying to go behind the point region. Try and play the ball a little more late, because you play the ball very early, it will definitely go in front of square, because the field, of course, is being set like that for Winifred by Malaysia. Should be just a single off the mark, Soumya. And I don't think so. The loss of a bowler for Malaysia, especially of the standards of Aina Hamiza, is going to hurt them anywhere, because she went back with a little bit of an injury onto her ankles, just below the ankle, where that ankle bone is there, just below the ankle bone. It's a soft part. And there's a change in the field as well. They put another fielder at that backward of point region for Devika. Straight back to her. So the reason why they do that is probably because they feel Devika is settled nicely at 15 deliveries, and even though the field is in front, the open field, everybody outside the ring, long on, long off, mid wicket, deep covers, that point and backward of point. Yeah, there, exactly. I was talking about that one. There, it goes exactly there at point, isn't it? That is some vacant area if the batters can get through that position. Good timing, I should say, from Devika, because she played the ball late. When you play the ball late, that goes towards the point direction. That's exactly what she did, but found the stronger fielder there, Mahira. Good drive. Should be a single only. 50 up here for Singapore. That's come in a very, very late time compared to what they need. And that's the first time that Malaysia has let go of an extra run in the field with an overthrow. 13 gone, 51 for 5. Mahira will continue from the Negara end. Soumya. Can she just keep rotating the strike? 10 runs and over needed. So the way you chase this one is take the risk in the first 2 deliveries of the new over. Full toss. She should have taken that one to the boundary. Doesn't time it well. There was a chance to take that risk. Mahira gave that freebie away, and that was not being utilized really well. And she had to beat only one fielder behind at that square leg region. It was Noor Dania. That's all. Behind her, there is nobody. Did not utilize that situation. See, these are the small things that Singapore now need to really concentrate on. Outside edge, another sliding stop at point, does well. Once again, Ariana, Natasha there at that back of point region. So every loose ball, or even say a ball which is even 50% wrong from Malaysia, needs to be utilized here by Soumya and Devika Galia, both of them. Straighter, no problems once again. But from here on in, almost more than 10 runs and over. That's what they need. So if you don't attack the first delivery or the second delivery of a new over by any bowler, no matter who that is, it's going to be tough. All right. That actually beats everything. Outside edge, the keeper, and everything. They didn't take that by at all. So yeah, like I said, the needed is jumping, and it's jumping big time. 68 needed. Like I said, more than 10 runs and over from here on in. Quick single. Oh, direct hit would have had her struggling. Nice throw from that short cover position from Noor Khalsa, but should have been a direct hit straight into the keeper. Hannah Najwa did well, but Devika Galia was cleanly and safely in the crease. Last ball again, and another boundaryless over. It was in the, I remember, probably kind of written it down. In the 10th over, there was that boundary just before drinks that was being scored by Roshni Ramesh. That's it. Lofted drive. There is long on. Devika Galia will have strike for the 15th. 14 gone. 55 for 5 Singapore. Noor Dania, another bowler being introduced into the attack. Yeah, I think what Malaysia is trying to do is, oh God! First ball, she's been introduced into the attack and trying to punch her off the back foot. Soumya doesn't pick that one. Has to walk back. And every bowler who's come along today to contribute with the ball, they've kind of contributed in one or the other way. Noor Dania. First ball, and she comes back into her second spell, and boom, gone. That brings Ria Bashin in at number 8. Lost 6 wickets already here. Singapore, they're in a deep trouble for sure, no doubt. Devika Galia is not picking up that one at all. Straighter it was. Just did not read the line. Second spell, Noor Dania, and she strikes really hard. Strikes really well. Right, Ria Bashin, one of the very good fielders in Singapore outlet today. She did well in the field, but now just needs to convert everything. 66 needed. First ball, tries to drive it, straight to short extra. Good beginning again for Noor Dania for the new batter. She started the proceedings off with the ball, and when she came back in for the second over, she cleaned up Devika Galia nicely. Contributions from some top batters like Anshika Tomar, Shafina Mahesh, Vinu Kumar, the top three failing has let Singapore down once again in this match. And once again, that run out like yesterday against Indonesia. Off the mark, off the back foot, is it? Yeah, she had to hurry at the end of it, but she does make it. Ria Bashin. So yeah, I was talking about the run out yesterday. Even Vinu Kumar, the vice captain, was run out against Indonesia, and then again Shafina Mahesh. She started off well. She scored some 4 boundaries inside the power play. Shafina Mahesh yesterday at STC Oval. She was run out as well. Is there another run out? Hey, the throw did come in, but Noor Dania did not collect it well. Oh, that was so tight. That was so close. Speaking of the runouts, there was one about to get unfolded in front of her eyes. No, Dania, only if she could have collected it well. Now Ria Bashin. And now they will not take that single. Yeah, so end of the 15th again, 57 for 6. Mahira will continue from the Negara end. And they're bringing the deep covers up in the ring. Yeah. If you need to score, go over covers is the challenge that's been thrown at Soumya. That is long on, long off. And deep mid wicket. Oh, wonderful. This goes through, doesn't turn. And even with 4 fielders, that's allowed outside the 30-yard, in fact, the 23-yard ring. And that's what the groundsman told us. It's 68 meters overall from the center of the wicket, the boundary ropes in this ground. The next match also will be an interesting one where Mongolia will come out to probably put up a good fight. Very important for them because yesterday they were completely outdone by Thailand. Quick single again. And in that match is where Putawong got that hat-trick, 5 as well. First hat-trick of this ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. Tupacha Putawong. Yeah, it'll be interesting how Mongolia will come out and face their opponents today. But this match is still not done for Singapore. If they can try and do something, like I was mentioning, 63 needed, almost 4.3 overs remaining now with this ball being a dot delivery. What they can try and understand is try and get at least 40 from here on in. Try and at least not be too negative on that net run rate in the points table in the Group C standings. And all these dot deliveries, yeah, that'll keep adding mountains of pressure on that net run rate for sure. Because if you look at the Group C standings, it's, as of now, it's Indonesia who are on top with a very healthy positive 3.5 as their net run rate. Because they won against Singapore yesterday at STC Oval. Lofted drive, there is long on. Couple of bounces to the fielder, only one on that occasion. Malaysia, yeah, they will be probably registering their second victory if things stand like this and Singapore's struggle continues. They will be very happy. And Kuwait, of course, will be in the third place. Single at point. She goes to the far end with the throw. doesn't get it right as the over once again comes to an end. 16 gone, 60 for 6. The single was rightfully declined because the fielder was so close to the ball at that point region. Ariana Natasha at point, she's done well. Like I said, the entire Malaysian contingent has always been very, very good in the field. Not let anything pass through them. And we saw a lot of misfields from Singapore, especially when last year Amrita Reddy was fielding in the boundaries. A couple of boundaries were missed. And also when it was Davina Sharma in the covers at points, there was extra runs given away due to fumbles. Yeah, nothing of such with Malaysia for sure. Nurdania into her last over. Another couple of good deliveries from her to begin with. What a spell. Just 8 runs and a wicket. Another dot ball. So what is now got to do with the Group C standings will of course be Malaysia going on top. Indonesia's match and their result will matter. But the net run rate for Indonesia is 3.5. That's very, very good. Outside edge, and that is running away towards the third fielder. They will come back for the second run. Wanted to drive it down the ground. Just managing to find that outside edge. And Aina Najwa behind the stumps does not gather the ball well. But yeah, it was quicker. It was very quick, no doubt. Last ball of Noor Dania's spell. Only 10 runs as of now. Hesitation in the single, but they will eventually get it. So just 11 runs of Noor Dania's spell. 17 gone, 64 for 6. So Indonesia are set to take on Kuwait. And that's a good match at STC. That is going to happen later this afternoon. That'll be really, really good because both the teams coming out with victories. We'll have to see who will get on top against each other. Nudged away around the corner for another single. Yeah, so Kuwait and Indonesia, nice match. That one is going to happen. Kuwait, of course, needs to win that match. Indonesia winning big against Singapore. Malaysia will be probably going on top of the points table. Outside edge again, beats the keeper, goes through, and will be a single only as Dhanashree is there at deep third. Good effort though. Very good effort from Aina Najwa. Dived full length onto her right. You can see just holding her shoulder on that occasion as well once again. Indonesia Kuwait match will be really interesting. Like I said, Indonesia winning big against Singapore. I'm just looking at Group C. And the next match, of course, in this ground will be Mongolia taking on Japan. That'll be also interesting because Mongolia and Japan, both of them, have not put up a winning point as of now. And it will be Japan's first match in the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026 for this edition. They'll be opening their campaign. Slow ball, full toss, but straight to the fielder. Chance at the far end. Single will be taken. Noor Dania there at short square leg. Japan haven't opened their match account as of now. It's a Group A match that will happen. Mongolia versus Japan, the next match. That will be interesting. Another hesitation and they will decline the run. Well, it's all going Malaysia way, that's for sure. And Mahira is almost at the top of the stands to take the Player of the Match award away. But what a partnership with her captain. When they were under pressure, when they were losing wickets, made sure that the partnership actually went ahead and saved the match. 46 runs partnership. Slapped away hard, straight to long on for a single only. And look at where that partnership actually came across in the Malaysian innings when they were batting was very interesting because a 46 run partnership of 50 means a lot. 18 gone, 69 for 6. Winifred will start the 19th over from Golden Hope End to Ria Bashin. Down the leg side, and the keeper doesn't collect it. It's running away behind the keeper. They will come back for the second run, and probably the umpire will signal buys. Is it? No, wides down the leg side. So 3 runs. Right. Was close enough. Some gifted runs from Malaysia here for Singapore. 3 runs, 3 wides. Again down the leg side. Should be white ball, is it? No, nothing there from the umpire. Well, a little surprising. And even at the non-striker end, I think even Soumya was requesting to the umpire saying, ma'am, was that not wide enough? Slow ball gets the line right now. So I was just talking about the Malaysian innings where the partnership between the captain and the vice captain, Mazaliza and Mahira, was so crucial because they lost very quick wickets. Width on offer, but straight to point, fumbles. Single only. Haryana Natasha, she's done really well at that back of point region. First fumble from her. And because they had lost 3 wickets, 4th wicket partnership. That was Malaysia's match-saving partnership for them. because Nazatul was dismissed by Shafina Mahesh, and then the fourth wicket partnership was brilliant. Nothing came to Singapore. That is the worry. Another dot delivery. That's been the problem. No partnerships. They've lost wickets, run outs. Especially expected a lot from Shafina Mahesh once again. Vinu Kumar, and yeah, first one was Anshuka Tomar, who got run out. Then it was Vinu Kumar's bold, brilliant one from Aiza Eliza. Another punch down the ground for a single. And Singapore are, just left with 6 more deliveries. 19 gone, 75 for 6. I think what Singapore is also trying to build as a team is they're forming a team for these bigger stages like the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026, as Mahira will want to finish things off. She's coming for the last over. And why I say that is because every time they say okay, 75, 80 runs in the 20 overs, hitting the pads, dot ball, first ball of the 20th over. So that is a sign of a team which wants to build on their players, which wants to kind of build the team nicely. That's probably what they are trying to do. They're putting a team across, which is good. They've batted really well compared to yesterday. Inside edge, single, because because if you look at what happened yesterday as well, it's very important to see that one. Singapore, comparatively, a better performance today. Because yesterday against Indonesia, they were kind of struggling. And then now that's a good shot. Played away nicely. And tomorrow, again, they will take on Kuwait as well. And day after, tomorrow, of course, is a break day in the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. So it's a team in the making. It's a team in the formation that is happening. That's exactly what it is. And yesterday against Indonesia, they did put up 82 runs on the board. So that 75, 80 run mark is what their kind of cricket and the target as of now is. They're the team in the making. So it was 82 for 7 is what they put up in their 20 overs against Indonesia. And Indonesia, of course, chased it in the 11th over, no doubt. But why am I saying all those numbers? Is because Singapore is trying to form a team for the bigger stages. Again, will probably get a couple of runs, is it? Yeah, they will get a couple of runs. So can they get to 80 once again here? So 75, 80 for them is what they're actually trying to do. 79 as of now, with the ball remaining. So slowly they will try and build their innings. They will try to build their cricket as well to bigger numbers. Say 80 this tournament, and say probably we'll score 100, 120 the next tournament when they come in. So yeah, that's the team in the making. Yeah, that's a good call from the Singapore think tank. They're thinking like that. Up in the air and dropped. Oh, that's the first drop catch from Malaysia here. And that is the end of the Singapore innings, and they have got 80, like they keep targeting always. 82 yesterday, 80 today. 82, of course, against Indonesia, and that's a drop catch. That is not something that you will associate and see regularly with Malaysia. But nevertheless, it's a big, big victory by 40 runs by Malaysia. Another good victory. Yesterday, they won against Kuwait by 9 wickets. And absolutely dominant. Complete dominance is what we saw in the Malaysian setup as of now. And very important to also just probably have a very quick look at what's the points table kind of looking like after the updation. Yeah, I think Malaysia will be probably going on top. tomorrow, of course, there's another match, and the afternoon match as well will be interesting. But yeah, having said that, as of now in the Group C, it is Malaysia on top. So 40 runs is a big victory for them. And if you look at the batting performance from Singapore, yeah, nothing to be really feeling happy about. Shafina Mahesh, Vinu Kumar, Anshuka Tomar, top three dismissed very early. Rashmika Badrinarayanan did not contribute. There's some contribution from Roshni Ramesh, but soon after drinks break, she was also dismissed by an inside edge ball that she played by Mahira's delivery. And the bowling card, yeah, of course, it'll tell a lot of story. Many bowlers being used as well from Mas Aliza. It's a long list of bowlers, and everybody contributed. Look at that. Only Noor Ariana Natasha was a little costly with 11 runs in an over. But the conclusion, yeah, that is what it is. 40-run victory by Malaysia. And if you look at that one big name, it is Mahira Ismail. 48 with the bat and also a wicket. Let's see what the match officials decide on the Player of the Match award officially. But for me, yeah, Mahira Ismail and of course with the bat and the ball is the Player of the Match. Let's see what's going to happen as we will see you downstairs for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of the match that happened between Singapore and Malaysia. And what a domination there from Malaysia. Going out there and winning for 40 runs. Their second victory in the Group C points table. And of course, as of now, they will probably go on top. Yeah, there's another match, of course, coming in the afternoon with another team that's playing in another ground. But as of now, Group C, yeah, Malaysia are probably on top. And yeah, very, very good performances. Especially that partnership of 46 runs between the captain and the vice captain themselves was really, really good, isn't it? Malaysia, and of course Mahira going out there and putting up that 46-run partnership. But the player of the match, as it has been decided by the officials, is Mahira, and she is standing right here. Mahira, I request you to please come up. Congratulations. All-round performance with the bat, with the ball. You picked up a wicket, and also in the field. You did enjoy the match today, yeah?
Yeah, I feel so great today because I'm just play patient and just play according to my strength.
Wonderful. And when the wickets were falling, when you walked into bat alongside with your captain Maz Eliza, what was the discussion? 46-run partnership was a good one. So what was the discussion with her?
We just keep rotate the strike and keep patient because we believe that if both of us there and the run will come.
Wonderful. One last question. Scoring 50, a little disappointed not to be going there, or you were happy with the 48 and the team's victory? What was in your mind?
Actually, I target to actually today my target is 50, but it's okay. I will do better next.
Yes, all the best. There are many more matches. All the best. Hope you reach that half century soon. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mahira. Wonderful. That's the player of the match. Yeah, the 50 would have been a little nice for herself, isn't it? But right now, yeah, the losing captain of Singapore, of course, Shafina Mahesh. A quick word with you. Please come up, Shafina. And I'm sure you probably know about what the question is about the run out. What happened today as well? Like yesterday, you got run out today as well. What happened today?
I think it's just a little miscommunication here and there, and yeah, disappointed there. But I think in the middle of this, Roshni and Devika did a pretty good job rotating strike. But again, we needed an early start. Yeah.
Like I was mentioning in the commentary box, I want to understand this. Is Singapore, of course, putting up that good team for the future days and future tournaments coming up? They're building up a nice team, is what I feel. Because yesterday you guys scored 82, which was good. Today also you scored 80 while you're batting. So what is the think tank thinking in terms of building the team?
I think right now with the team, we're on a younger side. We've got a lot more under 19 players coming in, and I think the efforts for the past two games has been good. It's just that we did not capitalize a lot more with our batting, because honestly, we could have reached 120 if we capitalized earlier on. But with we have a bowling and a batting side, so we're pretty good in the future. We'll keep training and play matches in the future.
Definitely, I want to let you go with one positive note out of this match. What is your positive sign so that you feel good about it and come back next in a positive frame of mind?
I think everyone is just keeping their heads up, and there are a couple of positives from not only from today's game but also yesterday's, and we will combine all that and bring it back for the next game.
Sure, all the best, skipper. Do well, do well. Thank you so much, Afina. Right, and now the happy captain is Maz Eliza. Please come up, have a word with us. Yeah, you mentioned it in the toss. Yeah, you're going to put up almost 120 on the board. You did manage to do that. Happy with that one?
Yes, of course, happy because it can boost our confidence about our batting because the last few games our batting is not clicking, but today our all the players do their job really well.
Yes, and of course, like I was asking with Mahira as well, when the wickets fell, when she walked in, she said rotating strikes was a discussion. What did you actually tell her for that 46-run partnership you guys put across?
Yes, normally we just remind each other, just play according to your strength, and then keep patient because sometimes when the ball slow come, and then we don't have the patience. We eager to hit, so just keep patient, just play according to your strength, and just rotate the strike.
Wonderful. And last question, of course, in the field, you guys were phenomenal because you mentioned in the toss as well that you need to go out there and field well in this ground. You were happy with the fielding effort as well?
Yes, very happy with the girls. Our bowlers done really great job, and then the fielders also. So I hope the next game we will come back strong and then show something, and then we can do.
Yes. All the very best. Group C belongs to you as of now.
Yes,
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much. A happy captain there, the Malaysian skipper. Well, that's it for this first match. In the post-match presentation, we have another match coming in from this same ground. We will come with that match to you very, very soon. Stay tuned.